Okay.
Greetings, fellow YouTubers. We are the Optimistic Duo, and in this video, we're going to be talking about what's our favorite superheroes.
And why we want to be them.
So to start it off, I like Batman because he's skilled with martial arts. He's a crime-solving genius, he's a weapons expert, he's athletic, and also he has a billionaire alter ego, Bruce Wayne. And now to break down his darker past and all that.
He visually saw what happened to him as a child. In front of his very eyes, he witnessed his parents being killed. And after that, he became this dark individual. And he eventually donned the cape and cowl and became a crime solver superhero.
He became the Dark Knight, as we all know, in love.
The Caped Crusader. The
Yeah.
Batman.
And also to talk about the villains he's created over time out of some circumstances.
He has a phenomenal list of supervillains, and even other superheroes he's gone toe-to-toe with, including...
Captain America.
Well,
He's gone toe-to-toe with.
that was actually a YouTube video someone put together. But comics-wise, he's gone with, toe-to-toe with Bane, the Joker, Superman, And for some of these villains, he's played a major role in creating them.
Like, for instance, the Joker, when he first off chased off this crook and got him in a sort of position, and then he fell into the tub of acid that bleached his hair and face.
Yes, scarred him, and that's actually from the 1989 movie, Batman. Other comic versions show it differently, but yes, in many different versions, comics, shows, movie-wise, Batman does create some of these villains.
And also he's created Two-Face at the time when, in The Dark Knight,
One of the best superhero movies of all time.
when he thought he was saving Rachel, but he ended up saving
Harvey Dent.
and got him out just in time, but ended up burning his face afterwards.
Right. And in other versions, he had acid thrown in his face by a mob, and Batman couldn't stop it. And in the animated series, another explosion scars him in a different way, and Batman was too late to save him from that, although Batman was there.
And also, let's not forget about Jason Todd.
The second Robin.
That Batman couldn't save in time after when the Joker beat him half to death, and then
Fully to death, I think.
pretty much half to death, and then left a bomb on the shed after when he left.
That's right. And Batman couldn't save him in time. And then Jason Todd was resurrected by Ra's al Ghul in his Lazarus pit, and he became the major supervillain known as...
The Red Hood.
Right. So back to him being Robin, let's talk about some of his allies. Batman, although he has major trust issues and prefers to work alone much of the time, he has had many different allies, including there's several different Robins, a couple different Batgirls, Superman, the Justice League, the police commissioner, Jim Gordon, don't forget about his butler, Alfred, and even Catwoman, who's been shown to be heroic and villainous. She,
Yeah. They even have like a bit of a sort of relationship going on from here on out.
That's right. Yes. Batman is a major, phenomenal individual, and he'll go down in history as the best superhero, the top superhero of all time, alongside a few others. And there's an upcoming movie where Batman will go one-on-one with Superman.
On the sequel of Man of Steel, which won't show until next year of summer.
That's right. But, yeah, Batman is just truly a heroic, dark individual. Very well known.
And what is your favorite superhero?
I have thought of several superheroes of which I would want to be, but the one I would like to be most is none other than Wolverine. A lean, mean killing machine. But Wolverine actually has a really interesting past and present. He was brainwashed, and they did an experiment on him and gave him adamantium claws and a skeleton. And when he emerged from that, he was brainwashed. He went on the run. He joined the X-Men, and he's very well known too. Look at his list of villains and who he's faced off against. Magneto, his all-time nemesis, Sabretooth, the Hulk, Wolverine. Very well known, very amazing. And of course, don't forget about his allies, the X-Men. Wolverine is known for being a bit of a loner, and I kind of relate to him in that way. I prefer to be alone and on his own, but he does have the X-Men to fall back on.
That's right.
And he's had major feuds with so many, characters, like I mentioned some, Sabretooth, Lady Deathstrike, the Hulk, very, very, very amazing character.
Yeah, and I also relate with Batman when it comes to solving crimes now. Like, I tend to solve and look for clues in certain situations before I come down to conclusions. Which, as of from today, I came up with a rhyme for this right here. Don't conclude until you search for clues.
That's right. And weren't you mentioning there was some people put together this YouTube presentation about who would win in a fight between Batman and Wolverine?
Yeah, and the votes all counted up, and Wolverine would win in a fight against Batman.
Yes, and some of those voters were basing things off of true facts, while others could just be major fanboys of either Wolverine or Batman. So, it was very interesting. And yes, Wolverine has played a part in just about, and I think he's in every live-action X-Men movie to date. And he's actually starred as the main character in, basically all of them, excluding First Class. So yes, Wolverine has become a very popular character. He has been for a long time. Like Batman, he has a bit of a dark past. He fought in wars alongside Captain America. In one of the movies, he's brothers with his archenemy Sabretooth. So, yeah, I like the Wolverine character, and there's so much more about him, with Wolverine. And if I had to pick, I'd be comfortable with Wolverine. also known as Logan. And his birth name, I believe, was James Howlett.
Yeah, and speaking of alter egos, Batman has one as well, like Bruce Wayne.
Playboy billionaire. And his role is to fit the stereotype of a rich person who doesn't really care much for anything, just likes his money, borderline alcoholic, that kind of stuff. You know? Something that'll give others the idea that he's anyone but Batman. To hide himself.
Yeah. So, in our next video, we're going to be talking about our favorite supervillains.
And why would we want to be them? So stay tuned for that, and we will see you all next time.